Hey, it's your boy again, KQKC, and I'm grinding today. I got a lot of making up to do from yesterday. That's what it's all about. Giving the subscribers, the casual boxing fans, and the boxing fans the updated, latest news. And what I call latest news is anything that has happened in the last 3 or 4 days. And I know I am, probably you, and the country of the UK and the country of the United States of America. The big boys. Put it that way. Now, Eddie Hearn. Yes, right. We all know that name. It's a household name. Not in a good way, but in a bad way. But first, let me just add this. Eddie Hearn, I don't have no doubt he's a good person. I don't have no doubt he's a good father, a good son. But I know for a fact he is a fucked up promoter. Excuse my inner city speech. I'm not going to say my language or my inappropriate language. No. That's how we talk. That's how we get our point across. KQKC. What? Keep it real. He's a shitty promoter. And in the UK, I am very shocked that you're not hollering out a little bit louder. Now you're making it clear, slowly but surely. But you need to amp it up a little bit, like America is doing. Eddie Hearn went on, his protege, ILTV, whatever, and said, quote unquote, this fight with Wilder versus Fury will never ever happen. If it does happen, it won't be this year. It will be next year. A man sits out for 2 years. He take maybe 1 or 2 tune-up fights, and he's talking about Panetta on the 18th of August. Then he make fun of, oh wow, if he beats Panetta, then wow, he's going to go up against Wilder. So he's pretty much saying it's bullshit. It's a good hype. Now this is his words, not mine. It's a good hype. It's a good conversation piece. It's a good promotional piece, but it will not happen. So the interviewer asked him, well, do you think it will happen this year? Oh, no, of course not. Maybe next year, because he probably will want to fight everybody next year. Now, I'm not through, but is that hating? Is that jealousy? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Or is that just bad promotional? Is that just bad promotional talk? I think he might be better off letting Robot Anthony Joshua talk, which is a good fighter, and I like him. But he's under this so-called /voodoo /promoter spell. And Eddie Hearn is the madam. Now, I'm not going to say that this man that I never met before, this is an example. Matter of fact, no. I'm going to say my father. And my father said, that son out there, you got to go out there and look at it. That son out there is brown. And I go out there and look, I don't see brown. But he convinces me so eloquently, so profoundly, that I sit there and kick all my morals and my part of my brain that gives you thought, concise thought, out the window and start believing him. Well, that's Anthony Joshua. He believes everything Eddie Hearn says. But so far, Eddie Hearn has blocked Anthony Joshua in a corner, and his fan base is steady shrinking. Why? Just the mention of Wilder and Fury gets under his fucking skin. It gets under Eddie Hearn's skin, Old Man Barry's skin, and I'm quite sure Anthony Joshua got his little cronies, and it's getting under their skin. Deontay Wilder is sitting pretty right now. Now, will the fight go on before the year is out? I don't know. But what I can tell you, KQKC, my opinion, is 99.5 of that contract is completed. We all seen the video where Tyson Fury said, man, we got that deal done under 2 hours or 2 days. Wow. And yet another thing, he claims that Tyson Fury won't fight Dylan White. He won't fight, other words, his fighters. But he will fight, what's his name? Panetta on the 18th. Then turn around and fight Deontay Wilder. No, I don't believe it. Well, Eddie Hearn, keep hating. Keep not believing. Because you know what? There was a rebuttal from no other than the lineal champ, Tyson Fury. Now, I'm going to get to the most not so language part, where he told Eddie Hearn to suck his you know what. And he said one at a time. That's right. One at a time. He said he believed in saving face for his country. That's what he's all about. Saving face that you and Anthony Joshua fucked up. And I'd like to apologize to my subscribers if they don't care for this type of language. But KQKC is going to keep it real. That's right. And I respect that. Now, we all know how I feel about Adrian Broner. He has some good points and he got some bad points. He don't let his hands go. He's not the king of boxing this year. He had taken 2 losses in dramatic fashion. But another fighter will come along and say, I'm not going to let Adrian Broner embarrass America. Embarrass the welterweight division. So he, whoever that fighter might be, rise to the occasion. And that's what Tyson Fury did. The lineal champ did. Everybody said, oh, Dylan White, he deserves a chance. Yes, he does. But you have to understand, he lost to Joshua. He's not in the top 5, maybe the top 10. Dominic Brazil, he's a great fighter. There's a lot of options out there, but the one that really makes sense, it deals with the UK. It deals with a fighter from the UK. It deals with a fighter that want to show respect to the UK and save face. That's his words, not mine, from Tyson Fury. Only thing about it is, it's the wrong fighter. Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua had their chance. Now they got their fingers crossed, toes probably too, and most likely probably went to see a psychic and praying that this motherfucking fight don't take place. They are praying every night in their damn pajamas, on their knees before they get into bed. Please don't let that fight happen, please, because we will be made a damn fool of. Yes, you will, Mr. Hearn. You will made a fool out of yourself, Anthony Joshua, DAZN, Big Baby Miller, who's don't know what the fuck he is. He's all over the place. Very unpopular in his own city. Anthony Jacobs, what have you done for him lately? Shit. And we all know the mental deficiency of Demetrius Andre. So there you go. Now put them all in a pot. What you got? Mush. That's what you got. Mush. Now, don't get me wrong. Anthony Joshua is one of my favorite fighters, as I said in my last video. But his mind is so easily misguided. Somebody had his ear. That's why it took him so long to sign that extension. And that what made Eddie Hearn so fucking nervous and crazy. Then once he finally signed it, he put that other person, whoever it might be, and listened to Eddie Hearn. And Eddie Hearn has a way of that slick talking promoter talk. You know what? Personally, I would like to see Anthony Joshua do what Mikey Garcia, Earl Spence did, and Floyd Mayweather did, and other fighters. Promote yourself. You can do it. Hire some people, some PR people, to show you how to do it. Evidently, you still have partials of the UK be standing behind you, because they don't hear nothing else but, will Deontay Wilder sign the contract? And I'm not going to keep making a video stating to these knuckleheads in the UK. Only the knuckleheads that say shit like that. The second contract, people, was worse than the first one. If it's a draw, there's no rematch. Stupid. Do you understand where it's going? But it doesn't matter to the die-hard Anthony Joshua fans. But sooner or later, as I mentioned, karma's gonna bite not one, not two, but 3 people in the ass. And you know what? Tyson Fury is the type of fighter that he lived for it, to prove people wrong. As I mentioned, those belts that Anthony Joshua is holding are Tyson Fury belts. He didn't lose those belts in the ring. He lost those belts outside the ring. Inactivity. Personal problems. So, Tyson Fury stated, quote unquote, that Muhammad Ali was out the game for 3 years. And guess what? He rised up and became champion again. Tyson Fury been out only 2 years. How we know he was just sitting on the couch flipping the remote control? He could have been working. He just didn't want to fight. Sure, he's bringing his weight down slowly but surely, but he still is a big guy. That's why he beat Klitschko in his prime. Not when he was over 40 some years old. In his prime. What do Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder have in common? Plus Anthony Joshua. Now, tell me, out of those three, which one is the oddball? Now, if you said Anthony Joshua, you're correct. But make sure you say it for the right reason. Because he's the one with the less experience. He's the one that is the youngest. He's the one that really hasn't been tested. Look at the Takam fight. He overshot his punches. I counted 50. It might have been more. When you fighting a shorter fighter, you use the uppercut and you shorten up your punches. That's what you have to do. So, he has a lot to learn. And I don't blame Tyson Fury for saying that he has to save face for his country. Because Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing has made an ass out of his country. He said he is so embarrassed of what they did to Deontay Wilder. And he's going to make it good. Win or lose, he's going to make it good. And you know what? That's what boxing needs. Okay. You don't want to fight me, Anthony Joshua? You came up with every lie in the book. You came from this and that, and then you holler out, give me 50 million. Did you think Al Heyman, leading producer of Drake and other artists, and have a stable of champs who are very dedicated, can come up with 50 million? That shows you right there that they was bullshitting. Right. Now, Anthony Joshua might be right. We might not take the fight until maybe 2019 or 2020. See, he's trying to take the play out of old fighters' playbook. Let him lose his youthness, his athleticness. Let him get a little older, a little slower. Then we'll fight him. Oh no, Deontay Wilder, Team Wilder is a little smarter than that. See, Deontay Wilder has what you don't have. His one belt basically cross out all your belts. Every fighter you ask. And I mean that. Matter of fact, subscribers, listen to other channels and just ask the question, where do you place the WBC green belt? Is his most prestigious belt? Is that why everybody wants it? Except Anthony Joshua? You have a chance to be the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. But you opt out because, I'm not going to say you were scared, because you wasn't ready. But you strung this man along with his team, along with his family. Then the drug testing. And spend money on that. It's a lot of things we don't, it's a lot of things we don't know behind the scenes. I apologize for that, I have a touch screen. But we all understand now. They didn't want to fight. They never did want to fight. Now, this is coming from not America. Just coming from people like Carl Froch, Nigel Benn. I mean, people know now that Anthony Joshua is not your king like you thought he was. That's right. And I can't tell you, this is just me personally. You don't wear a bathrobe when you get ready to fight. See, that's the difference in him and these young fighters coming up. You coming there with fur. You coming there looking your best, so you're going to put on your best performance. So, you know what? I give Tyson Fury all the kudos in the world. I'm not a UK man, but I respect the UK. I respect their fighters because they are loyal fight fans. But they have to stop thinking about boxing just for a minute and ask the hard questions. And the hard question is, go to his page and say, hey, look, Joshua, when are you going to fight Deontay Wilder? We know about the last contract where your name wasn't on it. Only Eddie Hearn name was on it. But you said that you signed it. Okay? Explain that to us. Explain why you are waiting till April to fight him. Evidently, that wasn't important than fighting your mandatory. We need reporters to ask the hard questions like Blue Blood Sports. Shout out to you, brother. And the LDBC. Shout out to you all. Black Fight Fan. Shout out to you. And my personal mentor for non-international boxing. He give it to you like it is, and I'm learning a lot. Yes, I'm a new station or / channel. Only have 32 subscribers, but you know what? Those 32 subscribers going to get the truth. Like it or not, they're going to get the truth. My channel will build. I have faith that it will. But I'm not going to cower out and say, forget it. It's moving too slow, or, hey, I need to help out this cancer awareness group. No, I'm not going to do that. That's for quitters like Anthony Joshua. No, he hasn't quit in the ring, but he quit negotiations. How you going to give a heavyweight champion, the longest reigning heavyweight champion that holds the most prestigious belt in the world, peanuts? Wake up and smell the coffee. The so-called top promoter in the UK. And I've been looking around, and the UK act like they don't care. Or maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to hold you. I just did a video, and I'm going to do another one. It bites my ass when you shitted on a man for I don't know how long. Then you lied. Shirley Finkel had to come out with the email. Then you sent over a new contract where Anthony Joshua advertised that he will sign it. He's waiting on Deontay to sign it. Well, wait on, Mr. Joshua, because that contract was worse than the first one. I'm not going to say it anymore. That's the last time I will explain that. In order for this contract to be valid or to be somewhat agreeable, you have to have two promoters, you have to have both fighters, and they have to agree on what's on the contract. What they don't agree, you negotiate it. Now, I'm not no contract lawyer. No, I'm not. But I do have common sense. I have been to college. So, therefore, I'm through talking about Eddie Hearn hating on Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. The interview he did with ILTV, first of all, was biased. And that show is biased for the UK. So he praying that fight doesn't happen. Because if that fight happens, that puts Deontay Wilder, Matchroom, The Zone, and Eddie Hearn in a bad light. That's all I have for Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. But I would like to say a few things about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Yes, Deontay Wilder is fighting a bigger fighter, a taller fighter. This when you have to practice your skill set. Remember, Fury danced circles around Klitschko. Nothing Klitschko could do but bounce and bounce and bounce in front of you like he did Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua the same way. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Anthony Joshua don't have footwork. Anthony Joshua don't know how to cut off the ring. He has a lot of work to do. You can say Deontay Wilder fought nothing but bombs, 32 bombs, this and that. But no. Most of those bombs had more wins than a fight that Joshua had fought. No fighter is a bomb when they step into that ring. Because they know that they're going to get hit. Most likely hit hard. They not bombs, they have heart. Yes, they lost, but they lost and got up and lived to fight another day. And I'm also want to say this. This is quote unquote. Fury is very, very disappointed at the negotiations with Wilder. Like he stated, that was the most easiest negotiations he'd been through in a while. And he's ready to go. Yes, he will be fighting on the 18th. That's fine. That's in August. A lot of people have fought 1 month and turn around and fight again in 2 months. It can be the last of December, you know. That's 8 weeks to get ready for a training camp. It's only 4 weeks in a month. Preferably 5, really. And how we know what type of shape Tyson Fury is in. Sure, he has been in seclusion. He's been off for a couple of years. But who said he's sitting on the lazy boy watching his tapes? He's still in shape. I guarantee you. Oh yeah, on the 18th I will be looking at that fight. And I guess Eddie Hearn and no, I'm not going to say that. Anthony Joshua will be looking at it also. With vested interests. But not right now. So, with that, that's all I'm saying. Stop the hating, Eddie Hearn. You the one that pushed yourself into a box. You the one that bullshitted Team Wilder. Well, see, it backfired on you. Now we have the talk of the town. We have talk of across the pond. How Anthony Joshua is a coward. Now, I'm not going to go that far and call him a coward. He's just not a businessman. In the UK, they follow fighting like they follow how many times they wash their asses. And we all know, I'm not going to say this again. I told you I'm not going to say this again. Unification fights take precedent over mandatories. Brazil understand that, which is Deontay Wilder's mandatory, and Povetkin, he definitely understand that. So what's the problem, Team Joshua? I know what's the problem. The UK knows what's the problem. The America knows what's the problem. The Boxing Channel knows what's the problem. The LDBC knows what's the problem. Shout out to Fanon. Shout out to Black Fight Fan. You all know what the problem is. Why Anthony Joshua will not fight Deontay Wilder. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to talk about on that subject. But I will like to tell you this. This is KC Boxing. I'm trying not to get heated up because every time I see his face, I either think about how he is a big family man. And yes, understand, you do things to protect yourself and secure your family's future. Yes, I do understand that part. But I don't understand how you can be lovable at home, then at work you are most hated man in some parts of London and most of the United States. Now, the people that gave Eddie Hearn all that money, the $1 billion money, they shaking. They worried. Oh yes, they are. But that's all I have for you right now. I will see you later with another video, because I will make another video. But see, one thing about KQKC, he does his research. I would not be a good boxing channel if I don't lay it on the line and give it to you straight. I'm KQKC Boxing Channel. If you want to be notified each and every time I upload a video, feel free to hit that icon bell and you will get notified. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. It's a new channel, and actually I can say it's doing pretty well. See, the channel only been in existence, they say 2012, but that's not true. It only been in existence going on 4 months. That's right. I only have 32 subscribers. I can't tell you how many, I can't tell you right now how many likes and dislikes and all that I get on a total 28 days. But what I can tell you this is I'm doing my best to put out the real shit. Like I told you, I like Deontay Wilder. I like Anthony Yard. I like Mikey Garcia. I like Earl Spence. But there's certain aspects and certain flaws that these guys have. And I have to call them out on it. And they are my favorite fighters. It's called being unbiased. And that's what I am. You want to hear the truth? Man, subscribe to KQKC Boxing Channel. Then you will get the truth. If I don't say what you want to hear, or you want me to hit on a certain subject, or answer a certain subject, put it in the comment section. I don't have a problem with that. If you look around and know some of the subscribers, they will tell you each and every time they leave a comment, I will answer. Oh yes, I try to go to the next one and the next one and the next one. Now, sure, if I answer, then they'll answer another one. Then I have to answer. I try not to do that because, I know 32 is not a lot, but I have to at least answer them once. That's what being a good channel is all about. Talking boxing, talking sports. That's what I did Saturday night. I broke down, I broke it all the way down. From Lipinets and Bonet all the way to Andre Berto and Devin Alexander. That's what subscribers need. A lot of people don't have internet. Not internet, I'm sorry. A lot of people don't have cable. A lot of people have Fire Stick. A lot of people don't have cable where they can pick up certain channels. But I do. And I will make sure you have the correct sport. And I will let you know the highlight part of the fight. But, like I say, I'm not going to keep you. Because I'm working on another video. Because, see, you just don't throw up a video and say, okay, and give it a name. You have to know what you're talking about. You have to know exactly who won, what happened. Because people can tell that either you didn't watch the fight, or you didn't care to watch it, or you were too busy doing something else. So, with that, I'm KC Boxing. All I'm asking is subscribe to my channel. What's my cause? My cause is two things. Support the United Cancer Association. Why Cancer Association? Why not domestic violence? Why not bullying? I choose cancer because I had 10 uncles who died of cancer. Only had 13 uncles all together. My father has prostate cancer. So, therefore, I'm going to grind. I'm going to grind, and I'm going to grind. I'm going to do my best, and that's all a person can ask for. KQKC is not a quitter. And with that, once more and again, am KQ, KC Boxing Channel. I'm gonna tell you like it is. No matter what comes about in the boxing world, you will be the one to know what I'm talking about. You will be one of the first ones to let your friends know KQKC Boxing spilled everything out in his last video. We are to subscribe to that channel. He is trying to make it fun. He's trying to make it serious. He's trying to make it unbiased. And I'm going to tell you, I shout out to a lot of good channels. I just thought that you'd be a little entertained sometimes, because some people just get straight to the point and give it a quit. But, again, this is KQKC. And I'm out of here. Up to the next one. Peace.